Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Nick Wright puts Lamar Jackson at the top of Mahomes Mountain. Look. Guys, now, Nick Wright has become pretty much the ultimate Lamar Jackson troll. He does nothing without it meaning something to be in a negative connotation for Lamar Jackson. And to be real and to be honest, that's most of the media. The Ravens have already been a team that the media has never been real, like adept at rooting for, and do not like. And then Lamar Jackson took it to a whole nother level because he represents everything that they do not want or like for a quarterback. So it's like the perfect marriage. And this guy who's usually always using something against Lamar, always using something against the Baltimore Ravens, is now putting him at the top of Mahomes Mountain. But he's only doing it for one reason. And I'm going to give you the other reason why. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio of him during the reveal, because that's the reveal right there over here for the Mahomes Mountain. I'm going to play the audio because Fox, if you play the video, they strike your video. So what I'm doing, I'll play the audio and I'm going to break it down, all right? So you can hear everything he said. So without further ado, let's go see what Mr. Nose had to say this time.
Place ever on the mountain. My guy, Matt Stafford, after an okay, not great week one against a great defense, was really good in week two, and you saw the full Puka and Devontae combo. Do not reveal the next row yet.
Y'all see the rows?
Good question in life. Kind of cliche. What do you get the person who has everything? Well, the greatest quarterback I've ever seen turns 30 tomorrow. I'm lucky enough to consider him 2/3 of a friend. Well, not enough to where I think he'd lend me money, but enough that, you know what I mean? If I'm in town, I let him know. What could I get him? Here's what I can get Patrick Mahomes. A hefty dose of motivation. Wow. For the first time in quite some time, reveal row 2. Patrick, not at the top of the mountain. Got a must-win game coming up against the Giants. Josh played well, but it's more about what Lamar did, and Josh's numbers just were, they didn't have to be, and Lamar's numbers have been so great. And top of the mountain's Lamar, and after that must-win game in week 3, Patrick, guess who you have coming to Kansas City?
Oh, what?
The guy ahead of you on the mountain with a chance to reclaim your spot and remind everyone who the hell you are. But for the time being, Lamar Jackson, who is a couple votes away from potentially being, the leading candidate for a 3rd straight MVP at the moment, he is atop Mahomes Mountain.
What a day.
So, guys, I want to make sure I say this too. You always said 3rd straight MVP. None of them believe Josh should have won that MVP, which is hilarious to me. None of them think he should have won it, but they gave it to him anyways. Everybody thinks that Lamar's a back-to-back MVP winner. Which is crazy, bro. But you heard what he said there? He was like, use his motivation. Because you know why? He knows he's going to need everything and extra to try to beat the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Make no mistake about it, guys. Hard truths have become a pill that the media and a lot of these pundits are being forced to swallow. You understand? Hard truths are becoming something that they're having trouble gulping down, swallowing. They're coughing up and they can't get it down because they're having trouble swallowing. Oh! But y'all know what I'm saying? The truth of the matter is Lamar Jackson's been the best quarterback in the league for a couple years now. And not only has he been the best quarterback in the league, he has been historically great. Not just you've been good or great for a certain level of time. No, he's been on an absolute rapid pace of like Hall of Fame numbers. And slowly but surely, people are starting to have to be like, look, man, guy's only throwing for like 4 or 5 interceptions. And then on top of that, he's throwing like 40 touchdowns. And he's almost rushing for 1,000 yards. Like, come on now, man. What else you want from this man? Because that's what you have to start asking. I expect when the Baltimore Ravens go to face Kansas City Chiefs, we just don't beat them. We beat them quite soundly. Like, I feel like it's going to be one of those games where the Ravens come in and not only handle business, but try to leave making a statement like, the future is now, old man. You feel me? Like, I really believe that's going to be the energy you're getting. You're going to get a Roquan flying around. You're going to get a Lamar making plays. The only thing that can even keep him in the game is our absolutely deplorable O-line, whose only job seems to be to let people through to hit our quarterback and our running back in the backfield. With that being said, DeAndre Hopkins is going back to KC. He got something to prove. Lamar got something to prove. Andrews got something to prove. Likely got something to prove. I'm not saying they have, but I'm saying that to them. Because a lot of them felt like they let certain things down when we played them last time. I would probably expect Derrick Henry to have a monster game. Monster game. Like a $180 game, $190 game, 2 touchdown game with Lamar just being crazy efficient, 200 yards, you know what I'm saying, through the air, maybe even 180 to 200, somewhere around there. About 2 passing touchdowns, maybe even a rushing touchdown for himself. I think the Ravens put up 35 to 40 points on the Chiefs. And I think Nick Wright believes that too. So he's hoping to get some level of motivation over to his team because he knows what it's going to be if that happens. Media friends on First Thing First are going to be coming at him. Raven fans are going to be coming at him. And the only thing they're going to be saying is, well, do it in the playoffs. God forbid we do it in the playoffs this year. Because then you would have lost all of your bullets. All of your ammo would have evaporated. All of your spears would have lost their pointiness. All of your bow and arrows would have lost their strings. I'm telling y'all, man. And am I surprised that he does stuff like this? No, I know some people's like, what? Lamar made the top of the Mahomes Mountain. Nah, it's trolling. It's professional trolling. You heard what he said. We'll get to see what happens when we fake this up. And then we'll get to see who the better man is that day. Yeah, Mr. Wright. We'll see you then. But what do you guys think? Do you think Lamar deserves to be on top of the Mahomes Mountain? And do you think that it's so trollish that the only reason he's putting him there in hopes that it will give Mahomes some level of extra competitive boost to try to win them the game versus the Baltimore Ravens? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we did what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys, leave a comment. You know the comments. If you haven't already done so, check out The Wunderkind Morning Show live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. where we touch on all topics of sports and on top of touching on hot topic of sports. We touch on pop culture and we touch on 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s nostalgia trivia for your guys' pleasure. So be there, be square, guys. Become a member. Merch is coming very soon. Been working my butt off on that. And also, we have some other things coming for the members. So be there, support, subscribe, become a member. It's very much worth it. It is not expensive. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and just stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.
Do not